Wow, Cassie really did that. She walked into that courtroom, very pregnant, calm, carrying the kind of quiet that screams strength. She looked like peace, but you could feel the storm beneath the surface. It is reported that when she opened her mouth, she poured out a decade of silence, pain, control, abuse, and baby, she did not hold back. Welcome back to Famous Faces Scoop TV, your go-to source for everything celebrity. And today, I am diving into Cassie's emotional testimony. This wasn't tea. This wasn't gossip. This was a full-on expose, a boiling pot of trauma and truth, bubbling over after being forced to simmer in silence for years. She told that courtroom that Diddy beat her repeatedly, ruthlessly, without remorse. She described black eyes like they were part of her wardrobe. Bruises that became routine, dragging, stomping, like she wasn't a person, just a possession. She didn't say it for shock value. She said it because it happened, because she survived it, because hiding it almost destroyed her. And that was just the beginning. Then came the freak-off parties. Honey, my soul still isn't recovered from that part. She said Diddy made her attend these twisted and drug-fueled parties. And no, she wasn't a guest. She was on display. She was an actress, like a performer in a sick private show. He brought in male escorts. He told her what to do. He watched, he filmed, he enjoyed. He directed it like it was a Hollywood scene. Only it wasn't a movie. It was real and it was terrifying. Cassie said it felt like a full-time job, not in the clock in and clock out kind of way, but in the I need to survive this to stay safe kind of way. He wasn't just her partner. He was her employer, her captor, her puppet master. He controlled everything. She said she had to take drugs just to numb herself, just to get through it. Because when you're dehumanized like that, feeling nothing is better than feeling everything. That broke me. That shattered the idea of who we thought she was, living in luxury, smiling on red carpets, because behind the glam was a woman trying not to drown. And let's talk about control, because Diddy didn't just hurt her physically, he controlled every piece of her life. He monitored her phone, who she called, what she said. He picked her clothes, told her how to act, dictated her schedule, her projects, her entire identity. He wrapped his power around her like a chokehold. It's giving obsession. It's giving stalker. It's giving psychological warfare. Not love, not protection, just pure control disguised as romance. Then the courtroom played that video. You guys know the video. That video that was published by CNN last year. You know the one. 2016. Hotel hallway, security footage, Cassie in a hoodie trying to escape, Diddy chasing her down, grabbing her, slamming her, kicking her phone across the floor, caught on camera. It was chilling. The jury looked stunned, like they've seen a ghost. Cassie started crying. Oh my God, this is really heartbreaking, you know. Her pain was palpable, raw, heavy, and Diddy, he sat there, cold, stone-faced. Then, at one point, it is reported that he smiled at his twin daughters. and Chance as well, one of his daughters. Like he wasn't sitting in front of a video that exposed him. Like it was Sunday brunch. The disconnect, disturbing. The internet couldn't handle it. Hashtag Cassie Speaks took over timelines. Tweets, threads, think pieces. Everyone had an opinion. We Famous Faces Scoop TV, we had an opinion and we are giving our opinion right now. But let me say this. This is not just gossip. This is not just mess. This is a woman telling her truth in the face of immense power. Because Diddy isn't just a man. He's a machine, a music mogul, a billionaire, a brand, a legacy. And she took him on. She walked into that courtroom carrying the weight of his name, his money, his reach, and still told the truth. That's bravery. That's not for clout. That's not for headlines. That's for healing. Cassie's voice cracked when she talked about losing herself, about the days she couldn't recognize who she was anymore, about the fear, about the shame. She said she felt like she was in a prison with glass walls. Everyone could see her, but no one knew she was trapped. And how many women are living like that, smiling, posing, performing while dying inside? This trial is opening more than just court transcripts. It's pulling back the curtain on celebrity abuse, on the kind of power that protects predators, on how silence is bought, forced, coerced. And Cassie? She said no more. She's done protecting the man who destroyed her. Let's also talk about how long she stayed silent. People love to ask this question. It's really silly, you know. They say, or they ask, why now? But the real question is, how did she survive this long without saying anything? Because when the man who hurts you also signs your checks, also knows your family, also has security and lawyers and PR teams, you don't just speak up. You calculate survival every single day. And now, she's pregnant for her third child. She's married. She's healing. She's ready. And her voice, it's steady, it's powerful, it's necessary. This isn't just about Diddy. This is about every system that let get away with this for years. This is about the industry industry insiders who turn a blind eye, the enablers, the yes men, the publicists who spun stories, the fans who dismissed rumors, the journalists who whispered but never printed, because everyone knew something, but no one said anything. Until now, this trial is not just about what happened in bedrooms and boardrooms. It's about a culture that protects fame over humanity. A culture that turns powerful men into untouchable gods. But mind you, gods fall eventually. And sometimes all it takes is one woman, one moment, one truth. Cassie is that truth in Sean Diddy Combs' life. And I will not stop saying it. I am proud of her. Because this kind of courage, it doesn't come easy. It's born from fire, from surviving the unthinkable, from reclaiming your name. And Diddy, he can sit there with his smugness, with his billions, with his silence, but the world saw the video. The jury heard the testimony and the court of public opinion, wide awake. Likewise, Famous Faces Scoop TV. This case will go down in history Not just because of who's involved, but because of what's exposing. A whole ecosystem of silence. A glamorous facade built on pain. So grab your popcorn, your journal, your emotional support beverage. Because baby, this isn't just scandal, it's reckoning. And famous faces. We are watching. We are unpacking. We are not looking away. We see everything and we are telling it exactly how it is. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Please guys, don't forget to like this video, share it to your village people, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a video. And for those who are not yet with the family, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Until next time, bisous bisous, bye.